Welcome to Metal Titans, Guardians of Metal Entertainment Worldwide. I am here with Brian Langley of Infernal Majesty. Thank you for conducting this interview with me.
No problem.
Now, with Infernal Majesty, do you have a dream tour that you would like to tour with, or would like to go to tour?
It's funny you should mention that. Well, the show last night with Destruction, we were talking to them about potentially doing a Cannibal Corpse Destruction Infernal Majesty tour, and the Destruction guys were really into that, and it's been a while since Infernal and Cannibal Corpse have toured together, and I know we've been talking about that, so who knows, that would definitely be one heck of a time.
Now, you left Infernal Majesty and now have returned to Infernal Majesty. What were your reasoning behind that?
Well, when I left the band, it just... I joined in 2004. I left at the end of 2007. So I was with them for almost 4 years at that point. And it felt like we weren't getting enough accomplished. One bad break led to another, and it was just a never-ending circle, and it just seemed like we were going in circles. So I had a chance to try out for my other band, Tyrant's Blood, and I saw that band was having a lot of drive, and so I went and tried out for them, and I parted with Infernal Majesty on good terms, and
that's good.
It was kind of a thing where call me if you need me kind of thing. And about 3 years later, I got a phone call seeing if I wanted to sing for those guys at the February 25th show in 2010 that we did with Brutal Truth here in Vancouver. And
it was a good show.
No, thank you. Yeah, no, a lot of good memories from that night. So, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. We haven't actually had that conversation as to whether or not I'm officially back in the band or not. But I mean, it's been well over a year since we played that show, and I mean, basically, Tyrant's Blood's my #1 band, and they know that, and they're fine with that. And as long as it doesn't interfere with Tyrant's Blood, I'm good to go for whatever Infernal Majesty needs me for, and I look forward to it.
Well, it's funny that you were talking about the February show, because my next question kind of relates to that. With your show tonight, since it's been over a year, how do you feel that show, well, I guess it was yesterday now, but how do you feel the fans reacted compared to like a year ago? Do you feel that it was a lot better, or do you feel that maybe February?
I think for the fans, I think, well, both shows were really special, but I think the February show that we did in 2010 was a little more important to the fans because the band hadn't played live in 3 years. And, I mean, yeah, this show, it's been a little over a year, or a year and a half, since that show. And the response last night was great, too. I just wish that we got to play a little bit longer, but rumor has it there might be another Infernal Majesty show announcement for the end of May, so keep checking our website out, and Metal Titans as well. I'm sure they'll have it up there. And yeah, hopefully we can get another show happening soon.
Speaking of rumors, there's rumor on like Wikipedia and all over the internet that there's the possibility of a new CD. Is there truth to that?
Yes, there is. Systematical Extermination was the CD that I was working on with them, which is why I left the band, because in my mind it shouldn't take 4 years to record an album. We did record the Demon God EP. It's more or less a demo EP, but that's all we managed to do in the 4 years, and 4 of the 6 songs on there were supposed to be included on the album Systematical, so that's a taste of things to come. Obviously, with all bands, there was some personnel issues, drummers coming and going, and but I think we have all those issues solidified now, so we can finally forge ahead. And yeah, hopefully we're looking at recording in the summertime, and yeah, just like everyone else, I hope it happens this time.
Well, I hope so too. That'd be really good for you guys. Now, if that CD comes out, would there be plans for maybe a tour or a couple shows here and there? Maybe even Europe?
Yes, absolutely. European fans, the band hasn't been there since 2000. You guys are long overdue for a visit from Infernal Majesty. We haven't forgotten about you guys. We hope that you haven't forgotten about us. Yeah, the thing that's been keeping us from going over there is we don't want to come off as a nostalgia act like all these other bands that, you know, just go on riding the success of their first album, which unfortunately it seems like Infernal Majesty's been pigeonholed into that. But, you know, there are other albums out there that the band has done. You know, Unholier Than Thou. A lot of people shit on that album, but mind you, it's extremely hard to find, so maybe give it a listen. Like, obviously it doesn't sound like None Shall Defy, but bands don't make records to make the same record over and over again.
Well, it's like every band has their not so great record, but every band has to go through it.
Yeah, but you know, there's, like I mentioned Unholier Than Thou, there's One Who Points to Death as well. But like I've talked to quite a few fans, and you know, some of them, for them, they could care less about None Shall Defy. Like, their favorite record's One Who Points to Death, and you know, there's other there's friends of mine that tell me all the time, it's like, man, I wish you guys would play more stuff off Unholier Than Thou. So we're going to start trying to do that and cater to what the fans want, because without them, there's no reason for us to continue on.
Now, you have had a chance to sing with George of Cannibal Corpse in the past with Infernal Majesty. If you had the chance to do a song with either Infernal Majesty, Tyrant's Blood, or for any reason, who would you like to sing a song with, and for what reason?
Do they have to be living or dead?
Anybody.
If I had a chance to sing with anybody in the metal genre, I would want to sing with Chuck Schuldiner from Death, Control Denied. His work's amazing, and he's a big inspiration for me, and his voice was very unique, and I just think it would be a blast if, you know, obviously it can't happen, but he would be something else. It would be really cool to sit down and do a song with him.
Cool. Well, thank you for conducting this interview with me today. Before we finish, is there anything you'd like to send out to anybody, like to the fans per se?
Yeah, I know it's really hard to find a lot of information about the band and what we've been up to for the last few years, and current news and what we're up to now. Your best bet is to check out either one of our websites. There's infernalmajesty.com and our official MySpace as well. You can check that out. And for all the fans out there that are having problems finding Infernal Majesty recordings, I feel your pain. It's really frustrating for us right now too. There is an official YouTube channel now, so any recording that the band's ever done is on there, including the hard to find live Chaos in Copenhagen album. the Niscreant Dissolution demo, and also the demo that they did with one of their old singers, Vince. Creation of Chaos, that's also on there. So although we may not be proud of all the material that's on there, we decided to put it all on there so that, you know, regardless of what we think about it, the fans are probably going to want to hear it. So we've done that for you guys. And so yeah, if you feel the need, like you need to get your Infernal Majesty fix, and you can't find the albums because, well, they're out of print, all the songs are there for you guys to have a listen to.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.